Hello, my friends, and welcome to Kurt Berglund's Baseball World. It is Thursday night. That means it's time for History Maker Baseball Franchise All-Star Season action. On my tabletop. Tonight, we have a good game, Game 2 of a series between the Seattle Mariners at the Montreal Expos Nats. Game 1 of the series, the Mariners hung on for a 4-3 victory, so we'll see how Game 2 goes tonight. The pitching matchup, it's hard-throwing Steven Strasburg for the Nationals, and he'll be opposed by Hisashi Iwakuma for the Mariners. We are in Montreal at Olympic Stadium. That is our venue for our game tonight. What am I forgetting to tell you? In the description for this video is the link to the Play Games website where you can find History Maker Baseball as well as this franchise all-star set and the update that I created for the set about a year ago now. Well, a little less than that, about 10 months ago now. All of that is at the Play Games website, and in the description for this video is the link to Kurt Berglund's channel membership. With membership to Kurt Berglund's Baseball World, you get access to members-only videos that subscribers cannot see. Game demos, playing tips, tutorials, special reports, book reviews, all sorts of stuff, and an archive as well for members only. As a channel member, you also get discounts in my secondary store, $10 off per set, $2 off per team, and you get a free gift from me every month as a thank you for being a channel member. So check out both those links in the description for this video. So with no further ado, let's get down to the field at Montreal. We're going to go down to the AstroTurf at Olympic Stadium and check out the lineups and the batting orders and roll History Maker Baseball. For the visiting Mariners, leading off it's Ichiro. Batting second and left, and Ichiro's in right field. Batting second and left field, Julio Rodriguez. Batting third, center fielder, Ken Griffey Jr. Batting fourth, the third baseman, Edgar Martinez. Batting fifth, the shortstop, Alex Rodriguez. Batting sixth, the first baseman, Alvin Davis. Batting seventh, the DH, Tom Paciorek. Batting eighth, the second baseman, Brett Boone. And batting ninth, the catcher, Cal Raleigh. On the mound, it's right-hander Hisashi Iwakuma. In 2013, Iwakuma was 14-6 with a 2.66 earned run average. All right, for the homestanding Nationals. Tim Raines leads off in left. Bryce Harper bats second in right field. Andre Dawson bats third in center. Gary Carter cleans up and catches. Rusty Staub bats fifth. He's the DH. Al Oliver bats sixth. He's at first. Tim Wallach bats seventh. He'll play third. Ian Desmond bats eighth. He'll be at short. And Delino DeShields bats ninth. He'll play second base. On the mound, it's the former phenom, Steven Strasburg. In 2012, he was 15-6 with a 3.16 earned run average. Our ballpark is Olympic Stadium. It is semi-big for right-handed batters, normal for lefties, and of course, we're playing on the AstroTurf. After the game, I will be actually mowing the AstroTurf, so stay tuned for that. Our umpires in tonight's game, Bruce Fremming will be behind home plate, Jim Evans at first, Don Denkinger at second, and Jerry Crawford will be at third base. And I believe with all of those preambles out of the way, we are ready to go. Ichiro steps into the batter's box against Steven Strasburg, and we are underway. And this is a grounder to third. That's gloved by Wallach to his left. He plants and throws to Al Oliver. Scoops over at first for out number one. And we are underway at Olympic Stadium. Julio Rodriguez up there now, and Strasburg deals to him. And I struck him out. Strasburg got him with the cheese. Rodriguez has had trouble in the early going. So he may get a day or two off coming up here. The next batter will be Ken Griffey Jr. The windup by Strasburg and the delivery to Jr. is swung on and popped up. In foul territory, Gary Carter off with the mask and makes the catch for out number 3. Strasburg delivers a 1-2-3 top of the first. We go to the bottom of the first. It's the Mariners, nothing, and the Nationals coming to bat. Raines, Harper, and Dawson coming up against Iwakuma. The delivery is a ground ball pulled to first. That's gloved by Alvin Davis. He'll step on the bag unassisted for out number 1. Bryce Harper, the batter now. Iwakuma kicks and deals to him. And this is swung on. It's a little nubber rolling toward third baseman Edgar Martinez. He's got no play. Bryce Harper with an infield hit. 1 on with 1 out for the Nationals. Here's Dawson. Double play depth for the Mariner infield. Iwakuma the stretch. And the delivery is a base hit to right field. That drops in front of Ichiro. Around second and going to third is Bryce Harper. Ichiro's throw comes into second. The Nationals have runners at the corners with 1 out. And here's Gary Carter. The stretch by Iwakuma. He's got a first inning trouble spot here. The delivery, and there goes Dawson on an attempted steal. Cal Raleigh fires down to Brett Boone. The throw is late. Dawson is in with a stolen base. The Nationals have runners at second and third now. That takes the double play out of the picture. Iwakuma trying to get out of the first with minimal damage. Carter still up there. Iwakuma the stretch and the delivery to the Washington catcher. And this is hit to center. Under it is Ken Griffey Jr. Tagging at third is Bryce Harper. He will hold. Not deep enough to get him home. So Carter gets the fly ball, but doesn't get it deep enough to bring home the first run of the ball game. Here's Rusty Staub. 2 outs, first base open. Al Oliver would be next. Iwakuma the stretch and the delivery to Rusty. And this is a little roller on the infield. It's going to be another base hit. Coming home quickly is Bryce Harper. He scores without a play. It's an infield hit and an RBI for Staub. Going to third is Dawson. 1-0 Washington. Here's Al Oliver. 2 outs. Wallach would be next. Iwakuma the stretch. And the delivery is a ground ball to second. That's gobbled up by Brett Boone. He sidearms it to Alvin Davis to retire the side in the first. So it could have been worse for Seattle. The Nationals get a run on 3 hits. They leave 2. We go to the second. It's Washington 1 and Seattle nothing. Edgar Martinez, Alex Rodriguez. Who's Alvin Rodriguez? Alex Rodriguez and Alvin Davis. Coming up in the Mariners second. Strasburg deals. And this is popped up. This wouldn't be a home run in a phone booth. In short right field, Delino DeShields is calling and taking for out number 1. Here's A-Rod. Alex Rodriguez, the Mariners shortstop with nobody on. They wind up in the delivery from Strasburg. Is swung on by A-Rod. It's a jam job blooper, and it's going to get over the head of Delino DeShields and drop into right field in front of Bryce Harper. 1 on with 1 out for the Mariners. Here comes Alvin Davis. Double play depth for the Washington infield. The stretch by Strasburg and the delivery is swung on. It's a line drive right into the glove of the very busy Delino DeShields. A-Rod holds on at first, and here's Paciorek, the DH today. The stretch by Strasburg, the pitch to Tommy Paciorek is ball 4. He walked him, so that's going to push A-Rod down to second base. 2 on for the Mariners now. 2 outs, and Brett Boone comes to the plate. The stretch by Strasburg, a deep breath, and the delivery home to Brett is swung on and hit to center, and deep. Back goes Dawson. He's near the track and makes the catch for out number 3. Mariners strand 2 in the second. One more biscuit for breakfast, and Brett Boone puts him in front, but no. We go to the bottom of the second. It's Washington 1 and Seattle nothing. Wallach, Desmond, and DeShields, the bottom third of the Washington order, coming up against Iwakuma in the second frame. The delivery. And hey, struck him out. Iwakuma took him up the ladder. First strikeout for Hisashi. And Desmond comes to the plate now. The Expo Nats come into this game with a 2-1 record. The Mariners undefeated at 3-0. The pitch. And he strikes out Desmond. 2 strikeouts in a row in overpowering fashion for Iwakuma. Here's DeShields. Tim Raines would be next. The windup and the delivery by Hisashi Iwakuma is popped up. In fair territory, Edgar Martinez calling and taking to retire the side. So Iwakuma comes back with a recovery inning in the second. A 1-2-3 frame. We go to the third. It's Washington 1 and Seattle nothing. For Seattle in the third, it'll be Cal Raleigh, Ichiro, and then Julio Rodriguez. 9-1-2 in the order. Strasburg kicks and deals. And this is popped up. Tim Wallach by the third base bag, calling and taking for out number 1. Ichiro is 0 for 1. He's up there now. Strasburg deals to him. And it is swung on and hit to right and deep. Back goes Harper. He's on the track. He's at the wall and makes the catch for out number 2. Ichiro gave that one a ride, but got it a little bit too high in the air to get it out of here. That'll bring up Rodriguez. Strasburg deals to the Mariner left fielder today. And he struck him out. Second strikeout for Rodriguez. Second strikeout for Strasburg. And the Mariners are done in the third. We go to the bottom of inning number 3. Washington 1, Seattle nothing. Top of the order coming for Washington. Raines, Harper, and Dawson in the third. The wind and the delivery by Iwakuma is a base hit for Tim Raines. Down that right field line. Hustling over to get it in a hurry is Ichiro. Raines will hold on with a base hit. Now it's Harper. We'll see if they have designs on some base running hijinks with Tim Raines. The stretch by Iwakuma, the delivery to Harper, and Raines having trouble getting a jump. This is strike 3 to Harper. He got him on a bender. Third strikeout for Iwakuma. 1 down in the third. Raines still at first, and here's Dawson. Iwakuma the stretch. The pitch to the Hawk is a base hit to left field. Into left center. Over to cut it off in a hurry is Rodriguez. But Raines around second, going to third. Washington has runners at the corners with 1 out. And Gary Carter coming to the plate. Iwakuma in a jam similar to the one that he was in the first inning. The Seattle defense is going to play a double play up for Carter. Iwakuma needs a ground ball double play right here. The delivery to the Washington catcher is, well, we got to check our umpires. Got to do an umpire check. And this will be, well, let's see, that is Bruce Fremming at home. Is he strict? Yes, he is. That's strike 3. Carter doesn't like the call. But, of course, the catcher can't say too much, so he goes back to the bench. Here's Rusty Staub. Washington still has runners at the corners. 2 outs now, however. Iwakuma trying to wriggle off the hook. The stretch and the delivery to Rusty. Le Grand Orange is a fly to center. Ken Griffey Jr. pounds the glove and makes the catch for out number 3. Washington strands 2 in the 3rd. We go to the 4th, and your score, Nationals 1, Mariners nothing. In the Seattle 4th, it's Griffey, Martinez, and Rodriguez. The meat of the order coming up against Strasburg, and the delivery is a base hit to center, right back through the box. A 64 hopper out to Andre Dawson. Ken Griffey Jr.'s aboard. There is the potential tying run on base for Seattle. Edgar Martinez at the plate. The double play depth is taken now for Washington. On the infield, the stretch. The delivery by Strasburg is going to be hit on the infield. This is hit to Wallach at 3rd. He gloves it. He fires to DeShields for 1, and the relay to Oliver is in time for a rally-killing, soul-crushing, and around the horn 5-4-3 double play turned by Washington. That will bring up A-Rod. He's 1 for 1, and there's nobody on. 2 outs. Strasburg deals to him. And it's swung on. It's hit to center. High but not deep. Dawson there, and he's got it for out number 3. Strasburg throws up another bagel in a gluten-free 4th inning. We go to the bottom of the 4th, and your score, Washington 1, Seattle nothing. Oliver, Wallach, and Desmond coming up against Iwakuma in the 4th. The wind and the delivery by Hisashi is popped up. A jam job pop-up. Brett Boone in short center calling and taking for out number 1. Tim Wallach, the batter now. The wind by Iwakuma and the pitch to the Washington third baseman is a base hit to left center. A little blooper. It's going to drop, though, in front of Rodriguez. He gets to it before it gets to the gap. Washington has a 1-out base runner. Here's Ian Desmond. 1 on with 1 out. DeShields on deck. Iwakuma the stretch and the delivery to Desi is popped into short right field. Coming in quickly is Ichiro to make the catch. That's 2 down. Wallach retreats to first, and here's DeShields. Tim Raines would be next. Iwakuma the stretch, and the delivery to DeShields is swung on. It's hit to center. It's in the gap. On the run is Griffey Jr., and he makes a running catch for out number 3. Nice play by Jr. to retire the side. Nothing across for the Nationals in the 4th. We go to the 5th. It's Washington 1 and Seattle nothing. Davis, Pachorik, and Boone 6, 7, 8 coming up for Seattle in inning number 5. Strasburg kicks and deals. It is going to be a base hit past the outstretched glove of Delino DeShields. The Mariners get their leadoff man on. There's the potential tie run. Here's Tom Pachorik. He walked back in the 2nd inning. Double play depth for the Washington infield. The stretch by Strasburg and the delivery. He struck him. He brought the gas. And there's 3 strikeouts now on Strasburg's ledger today. Davis still at first. 1 on with 1 out, it's Boone. Strasburg, the stretch, and the pitch to Brett Boone. Is a jam job pop-up. Strasburg got into his kitchen. In short right field, Delino to Shields will take it for out number 2, and that'll bring up the big dumper, Cal Raleigh. The big dumper. Strasburg, the stretch, checks Davis at first and delivers home to Raleigh. And struck him out. The broccoli, cauliflower, medley, gas. That'll retire the Mariners in the 5th. We're halfway through this one. We got a good one going. In Montreal, with your score, Washington 1, Seattle nothing. Top of the order coming for Washington in the 5th against Iwakuma. It'll be Raines, Harper, and Dawson. The windup by Iwakuma and the delivery. And that is a comebacker to Iwakuma. He gloves it, picks it up, flips it to Davis at first for the putout. Raines is gone. There's 1 away in the bottom of the 5th. Here's Bryce Harper. Andre Dawson, the Hawk, is on deck. The wind by Iwakuma and the delivery. And that is ball 4 to Bryce. He trots down to first. 1 on with 1 out for Washington. Dawson is 2 for 2, and he's up there now. The Mariners looking for a twin killing. The stretch by Iwakuma. The delivery to Dawson. And he picks off Harper. Cal Raleigh, the big dumper, throws behind Bryce Harper. They pick him off at first. Now there's nobody on. Still 2 outs. And Dawson still up there. Iwakuma deals to the Hawk. And he struck him out on the dead fish changeup. That retires the side. Iwakuma now with 5 punch-outs. The side is retired for Washington in the 5th. We go to the 6th. It's the Nationals 1 and the Mariners nothing. Ichiro, Julio Rodriguez, and Ken Griffey Jr. coming up in the Seattle 6th inning. Steven Strasburg kicks and deals. And it's swung on by Ichiro. The Nationals are going to have to make a play on the infield to get him. Charging hard is Wallach with the bare hand. He fires to Oliver, and they get Ichiro by half a step. Oh, what a call at first by Jim Evans. Julio Rodriguez has gone 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts in the ballgame here today, and he's up there now. Junior's on deck. Strasburg, the delivery. And this is swung on. It's hit to center and deep. Gonna drive Dawson back. He's on the track and makes the catch for out number 2. Rodriguez just missed that one. And it'll bring up Ken Griffey Jr. with 2 outs and nobody aboard. Edgar Martinez would be next. Strasburg, the stretch and the delivery. And that's a walk. Junior goes down to first. Steven Strasburg not too excited about challenging him with 2 outs and nobody aboard. Here's Edgar. A-Rod would be next. Strasburg, the stretch and the pitch to Edgar. Is a base hit. That's going to get into the left center field gap. Big trouble for Washington. Junior is on his horse. Let's see if they're going to wave him around third. He will stop at third. A double for Edgar. Puts runners in scoring position for Seattle with 2 outs. Here's Alex Rodriguez. Stirring now in the Washington bullpen. Mike Marshall gets up and gets throwing again for them. A-Rod, the batter, first base open. Alvin Davis would be next. The stretch by Strasburg. He checks the base runners. He's going after A-Rod. And the delivery is a shot to right center. That's going to get down and get in the gap. It gets past Bryce Harper and goes to the wall. Griffey scores. Edgar's around third. He will score. A-Rod into second with a 2-run double. Seattle is now in front, 2-1. Strasburg, not happy with himself on the mound. He gets the first 2 outs of the inning and then allows 3 consecutive base runners. Alvin Davis, the batter now. Pachorik would be next. The stretch by Strasburg and the delivery. Swung on, it's a grounder to short. This is Desmond. He fires to Al Oliver to retire the side. But Seattle does damage in the 6th. They get 2 runs. On 2 hits, they leave 1. We go to the bottom of the 6th inning. It's Seattle 2 and Washington 1. Carter, Staub, Oliver coming up in the bottom of the 6th inning. This is the History Maker Baseball Franchise All-Star set. I've linked everything for you in the description for this video. All right. Iwakuma will face Carter, who's 0 for 2 to get it started in the bottom of the 6th. The wind and the delivery. And he walked him. Carter trots down to first. The kid trots down to first. There's the potential tie run. Rusty Staub is 1 for 2. He's driven in the Washington run today. The stretch by Iwakuma, the delivery to Rusty. Base hit to right. This goes down the right field line. Hustling over to get it in a hurry is Ichiro. Around second and going to third is Carter. Ichiro's throw comes into second to keep the double play in order. Washington has something going in the bottom of the 6th. The bullpen is going to get cooking for the Mariners. And that's going to be... don't tell me. I will know who this is going to be. This will be... Arthur Rhodes. He gets up and he is pumping fastballs into the mitt of bullpen catcher Dan Wilson. All right, Al Oliver up there now. What are we going to do here? We're going to do the infield in at the corners and double play depth up the middle. The stretch. Yeah, we'll do double play depth up the middle. The stretch and the delivery to Oliver. That is ripped by Oliver into right center on a line. It's going to one-hop the wall. Carter scores easily. Rusty Staub around second, going to third. He will stop there. It's a 2-2 ball game. It's ballet time out there, and Washington has tied it up in a hurry here in the bottom of the 6th. Now it's Tim Wallach. This might be Iwakuma's last hitter right here. Infield in for Seattle. They need a pop-up or a strikeout from Iwakuma. The stretch, the delivery to the Washington third baseman is a base hit into right field. Past Brett Boone. This will score Staub with the go-ahead run. Are they going to wave Oliver home? No, they will hold him at third. It's 3-2 Washington. That's going to do it for Iwakuma. Well, Hisashi goes 5 complete innings in this one. He was doing fine, but apparently ran out of gas here in the 6th inning, allowing 4 consecutive base runners to reach base. Washington has taken a 3-2 lead. There's still nobody out, and there's runners at the corners. Arthur Rhodes is on. The left-hander was an all-star, I believe, in 2001. Yeah, I think that's true. As a setup man. He was a left-hander, of course, 8-0 with 3 saves and a 1.72 ERA, 83 strikeouts and 12 walks, and he's on to try and put out the fire here for the Mariners. All right, Desmond is at the plate. The infield is in for Seattle at all 4 spots. Rhodes, the stretch, and the delivery to Desi. is swung on, and it's popped up. Just barely in fair territory. Alvin Davis will take it for out number 1. Well, that's the first part of the mission here. Here comes the second part. 1 down. Here's DeShields. Infield still in for the Mariners. Lefty-lefty matchup, the stretch and the delivery by Arthur Rhodes. Ground ball, that is hit to first baseman Alvin Davis. He gloves it. He's going to step on the bag to retire DeShields. Oliver holds at second. At third, Wallach moves up to second. There's 2 outs now. Here's Raines. Boy, if Rhodes can get out of this with nothing more allowed, he's Houdini. Bryce Harper would be next. Raines, a switch hitter, batting right. Rhodes, the stretch, and the pitch to the 1-for-3 Washington left fielder. Swung on, it's a grounder to second. Brett Boone's got it. He flips to Alvin Davis, and the side is retired. Rhodes comes in and slams the door. But in the inning, Washington gets 2 on 3 hits. They leave 2. That might cost them later. We go to the 7th, and your score, Washington 3, Seattle 2. It'll be Paciorek, Boone, and Raleigh coming up in the Mariners' 7th inning. Bottom third of the Seattle order coming to the plate. The Mariner bullpen is active. Bill Swift and J.J. Putz are throwing for the Mariners. They are both right-handers. All right, Strasburg facing Paciorek. Tom is 0 for 1. Steven Strasburg kicks and deals. And it is a base hit past the outstretched glove of Ian Desmond. The tying run is aboard for Seattle. Here's Brett Boone. Strasburg might be running on fumes a little bit here. Mike Marshall getting ready in the bullpen one more time. The stretch by Strasburg, the delivery to Boone. And this is a walk. That'll put 2 on for Seattle. It pushes Paciorek up to second, and that's going to do it for Steven Strasburg's day. Seattle is about to get a snootful of Mike Marshall. So Strasburg goes 6 innings. He allows 6 hits. He walked 3 men. He struck out 4. He allowed 2 runs so far. 2 more men are his responsibility on the base paths. Mike Marshall in 1972 for Montreal was 14-8 with 18 saves and a 178 earned run average. All right, Boone up there. Raleigh up there now. It's Paciorek at second, Boone at first. Double played up for the Washington infield. They lead by a run. Marshall the stretch and the delivery to Cal Raleigh, the big dumper. Is ball 4. The bases are loaded. Down to third goes Paciorek. Up to second goes Boone. And down to first goes Cal Raleigh. No place to put Ichiro right here. Julio Rodriguez is in the on-deck circle. The Expo Washington bullpen is cooking again. And that will be Uget Urbina and Gio Gonzalez, lefty-righty, double-barreled action for Washington. Ichiro at the plate right now, and Washington's going to play the infield in everywhere on the infield. Marshall wants to strike him out, the delivery. And this is going to be a base hit for Ichiro. And it's going to be extra bases. Cut off in the gap by Tim Raines. Scoring. Well, the merry-go-round has started. Paciorek is in. Boone is in. Cal Raleigh, the big dumper, will be held at third. It's a 2-run double for Ichiro off Mike Marshall, and it's now 4-3 Seattle. We go back and forth in this one. Julio Rodriguez at the plate. The infield is in. The stretch by Marshall, the delivery. Ground ball hit to first. The runners are going to hold. Gloved by Oliver. He steps on the bag for out number 1. Well, that is what they needed right there. Here's Junior. What do you do here? What do you do here? They're going to have Marshall face him. The infield stays in. 4-3 Seattle at the moment. The stretch and the delivery by Mike Marshall is popped up on the infield. Delino to Shields, calling and taking for out number 2. Edgar Martinez now. Seattle trying to pad their newly found lead, and the Marshall's in one pitch away from getting off the hook. The stretch by Iron Mike and the delivery to Edgar. He walked him. Down to first base goes Edgar Martinez. Now there's no place to put A-Rod. And that's going to do it for Mike Marshall. So he comes in, does 2/3 of an inning. Hasn't had any runs charged to him yet, but he did allow inherited runners to score. Urbina is coming on to try and get A-Rod here at a big moment in this game in the top of the 7th. Bases are dripping with Mariners. Raleigh at third, Ichiro at second, Edgar at first. A-Rod is 2 for 3. 4-3 Seattle, the stretch by Uget Urbina and the delivery. Is swung on by A-Rod. It's hit on the infield. Washington needs to make a play. This is hit to Desmond at short. And he will glove it and flip to the Shields for the force on Edgar to retire the side. What a pitch by Urbina in a big moment in the ball game. But in the inning, the Mariners take the lead back with 2 runs on 2 hits. Say it with me. Oh, those bases on balls. It's time to stretch them out in Montreal with your score. Seattle 4 and Washington 3. And we're going to get a new Mariners pitcher. Timeout. J.J. Putt's a hard-throwing right-hander and a 2007 All-Star when he was 6-1 with 40 saves and a 138 earned run average. He is on to face Harper, Dawson, and Carter in the bottom of the 7th and try and bridge the way to the Kaz Sasaki to save this game later on. Harper's 1 for 2. 4-3 Seattle. Here we go. The delivery. And I struck him out. 1 down in the 7th. Here's the Hawk at 2 for 3. Andre Dawson at the plate. On deck is Gary Carter. Putz deals. It is a ground ball to second. That's Boone one more time. He sidearms it to Alvin Davis for out number 2. Gary Carter's 0 for 2. He's up there now. Rusty Staub would be next. J.J. Putz sets and delivers. Swung on. It's a bouncer to first. Alvin Davis gloves it to his right. He feeds Putz covering to retire the side. A 1-2-3 7th. For Putz, we go to the 8th, and your score, Seattle 4, Washington 3. Washington's bullpen is busy. Gio Gonzalez, the left-hander, continues to throw. He is joined by right-hander Tim Burke. Uget Urbina stays on, however. For the 8th inning, or at least to start it, you'll face Alvin Davis, Tom Paciorek, and Brett Boone. For Seattle, they're looking for insurance, or as they say in Central Illinois, insurance. And the delivery to the 1 for 3 Seattle first baseman. Swung on, it's a grounder to third. Wallach to his left, gloves it, plants, and throws to Al Oliver for out number 1. Tom Pachorik is 1 for 2. He's up there now. He has scored a run today. Urbina deals to him. And this is strike 3, swinging. Urbina with the upstairs cheese. First strikeout for Uget, and that'll bring up Brett Boone. He's 0 for 2 today with a walk and a run scored. The delivery by Urbina to Boone is swung on, it's popped up. Gary Carter discards the mask back by the screen and makes the catch to retire the side in the 8th. Nothing across for Seattle. We go to the bottom of the 8th. It's the Mariners 4 and the Nationals 3. Putz is done after an inning of work. Bill Swift is on. In 1991, he was 1-2 with 17 saves and a 1.99 ERA. And he is a right-hander. He'll face Staub, Oliver, and Wallach in the Washington 8th inning. Chad Cordero he's not doing anything yet. It's still Burke and Gio Gonzalez in the bullpen for the Washington. Swift deals to Staub. And this is a grounder to short. That's gobbled up by shortstop Alex Rodriguez. He fires to Alvin Davis for out number 1. Al Oliver, the batter now, he had a big 2-run scoring double back in the 6th to, at that time, tie the ball game. That tied the game at that time. The stretch by Swift and the delivery to A.O. is a fly to center. This is a can of corn for Ken Griffey Jr., and he's got it for out number 2. Tim Wallach, the batter now. Swift sets and delivers to the Washington third baseman. And it is swung on and hit to the outfield. They're going to have to make a play. Seattle's going to have to make a play. They do have some gloves out there. And Ken Griffey Jr. will make a running catch for out number 3. Nothing across for Washington in the 8th. We go to the 9th. It's, another chance for the Mariners to try and add to their lead. It's Seattle 4, Washington 3. And we're going to get a new Washington pitcher timeout. Urbina is done after an inning and a third. He struck out a man. That's it on his ledger. Tim Burke in 1987 was 7-0 with 18 saves and a 1.19 ERA. He became a closer, but in 87 he was still a setup man. He'll face Raleigh Ichiro and Julio Rodriguez in the Mariners' 9th inning. Warming up in the bullpen for the Mariners is Kaz Sasaki. Looks like he's going to be getting the bottom of the 9th. All right. The delivery by Tim Burke to Cal Raleigh is going to be a pop-up. Tim Wallach can handle that one with no trouble, and there's one down. Now it's Ichiro, 1 for 4, but a 2-run double in the 7th to give Seattle the lead that they currently hold. Burke sets and delivers to Ichiro. And he struck him out. Burke with that riding fastball. 2 down. Julio Rodriguez is 0 for 4. He's up there now. A couple of strikeouts. He's been struggling. Burke sets and deals to Rodriguez. Swung on and hit to center. It's an easy one for Andre Dawson. He's got it for out number 3. We go to the bottom of the 9th, and it's put up or shut up time for Washington. Your score, the Mariners 4, the Nationals 3. Bill Swift is done after 1 inning of work. Kaz Sasaki is on to attempt the save. In 2002, for the Mariners, Sasaki was 4-5 with 37 saves, a 2.52 ERA, and he was an all-star. He is going to face some pinch hitters. Juan Soto has come out of the Washington dugout. He's going to bat for Ian Desmond, and Vladimir Guerrero Sr. is going to bat for Delino DeShields. He is standing in the on-deck circle right now. All right, Sasaki, the stretch. He's got a 1-run lead to protect. Mariners in front, 4-3. The delivery is a line drive caught by Edgar Martinez. That one ticketed for the left field corner. Nice play by Edgar, 1 down. All right, here comes Vlad the Impaler. On deck is Raines. Sasaki, the stretch. The delivery to Vlad. And it swung on and hit to center. This will drive Junior back, but there's room, and he's got it for out number 2. Raines is 1 for 4, and he is now the last chance saloon in this one. Bryce Harper would be next. The stretch by Sasaki, and as I throw dice all over the room, and the delivery is a swung on. It's a fly to right. Ichiro over by the foul line will make the catch for a Seattle Mariners 4-3 victory. Let's give you the totals on this one. What a ball game. My goodness. Drama aplenty. For the visiting and victorious Seattle Mariners, 4 runs, 7 base hits, and they committed no errors. The Washington/Montreal/Expo Nats, 3 runs, 9 base hits, and they committed no errors. All right, the winning pitcher, well, what do we got here? We got a 7th inning lead, and the winning pitcher, the pitcher at that time was Arthur Rhodes. So Rhodes will get the victory, taking the loss, and he really deserved a better fate, is Steven Strasburg. He goes to 0-1. The save goes to Kaz Sasaki. With the victory, the Mariners are now 4-0 on the young season, and the Expo Nats drop to 2-2. In the description for this video is the link to the Play Games website, where you can find History Maker Baseball and this wonderful franchise all-star set of cards. So check that out. Also in the description for this video is the link to channel membership for Kurt Berglund's Baseball World. With channel membership to my channel, and now there's more than 190 channel members, you get access to members-only videos, playing tips, game demos, tutorials, book reviews, exclusive reports, all sorts of good stuff, and an archive of stuff to check out. You also get discounts in my secondary store as a channel member, $10 off per set, $2 off per team, and you get a free gift from me every month as a thank you for being a channel member. But for now, from Olympic Stadium in Montreal, your final, the all-time Mariners 4, the all-time Expo Nats 3. I hope you have a wonderful evening. So long, everybody.